Welcome to Soul Horizons Tarot. Doing a love reading for the sign of Cancer. Whatever's most on your mind at this time, whether you're already in a relationship with them, separated, or just interested. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone. If it does, or if it doesn't fit your situation, if it doesn't sound familiar, then it is not your story. I've already done a pre-shuffle, so we'll get started. Let me know in the comments if this did resonate for you, or if you enjoyed this, then like, share, or subscribe as you see fit. And this side over here will be the person most on your mind, their side, and then over here is your side. Okay, almost done. Alright. I think we'll just do this. I'll just shuffle from. It might take a little bit longer, but I think I'm going to clarify less. Oh, I need to start my timer. Okay, so we're going to start on your person's side for what their current energy situation is. And this can be completely separate from you. Just to get a look at what they're going through, what the energies are around them. So right now they have the Ten of Wands. So this can talk about feeling overworked, overburdened, exhausted, or they're getting physically, mentally, emotionally exhausted, worn down. Because it is a 10, they could be coming to the end of that phase. We're kind of like on our last legs of something. That could be in work, that could be just in general in life. They could be carrying a lot of burdens, baggage. They could have a lot of, they could have a role in something where they have a lot of responsibilities, duties, or obligations. We do have the Two of Cups flip, but I didn't ask yet, so I'm going to put that back. They could be trying their best to make a relationship work, whether that's romantic or platonic or in their family. So let's see what else comes out for the person most on your mind. What's their current energy and situation, please? With the Ten of Wands. What's going on with that Ten of Wands? Why is that here? For this person's current energy situation. Tell me more about that Ten of Wands. What are they struggling with here? What are they carrying? What's heavy? Often with the wands, this is something that is physically taking a toll on the body, but that could extend to mentally and emotionally as well. We have the Nine of Cups now. So they're working really hard towards attaining something, to achieving something, something that would bring them a sense of happiness or contentment. What that is, obviously, because this is a general reading, it could be different for everyone. But they're working really hard to bring about this Nine of Cups for themselves, which is basically like minor arcana wish fulfillment. It could be very self-motivated, but others could be involved as well. Tell me one more with the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Wands, please. Tell me one more with the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Wands for this person's current energy situation. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely trying to manifest or create something. They're using everything at their disposal. Their wits, their knowledge, their experience, and possibly like actual money, because the Magician has wands, cups, swords, and pentacles. So he uses everything. It's also another card of like willing something to happen, so that they're not just like willing it by wanting it, they're actually working towards it. Let's see what that Ten of Wands is. See if we can get a specific message, because so this might resonate very strongly for at least one person. It's definitely something that they... Okay. Three of Pentacles. Okay, this could be they're working with others towards a long-term goal. Creating a strong foundation that could, again, be in work, family, a relationship, a romantic relationship. It could be with the Ten of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card of working in a team setting, cooperating with others, collaborating on a project. But because the Ten of Wands is here, they may be taking more of a responsible role over the others, or they may be carrying the heaviest burden. They're carrying the heaviest load, so to speak. So this is like that energy where, you know, like you have a science project and you're the one doing all the work, the heavy lifting. With that Magician there, that could talk about like maybe they feel like they're being taken advantage of, or they're being taken for granted. But I don't think that's going to stop this person. So they are trying to create a strong foundation in some aspect of their life. They're working very hard towards a goal that would make them happy. I am trying to shorten my readings up a little bit. I don't get very many viewers, nobody leaves comments, so I feel like it's a waste of my time sometimes. Alright, on your end, this is Gemini energy, by the way. The Magician on their end was Virgo. No, Gemini, sorry. I always get Virgo and Gemini confused on the Magician for some reason. Gemini energy, Mercury, sign of Mercury. We are coming out of Mercury retrograde here like a week now, so they could be like catching up on like overwork and working overtime. But anyway, let's get to you. Gemini energy here, the Lovers. So we'll see what this is. It could be a choice, a very meaningful one because it is major arcana, or this could be about a relationship. You are in a relationship, or let's just see what comes out. Tell me about I almost said Gemini's, Cancer's current energy situation with the Lovers, please. Tell me about the Lovers for Cancer's current energy situation. What's going on with them at this time? Okay. Definitely could be in a relationship, specifically with a Gemini and or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Does not have to be. This could just be your energy. Yeah, the King of Cups is a very emotionally intelligent, like steady, secure in his position. Now I say his because it is a king. Doesn't ignore the gender of the card or the gender I say. If you're a woman, you're just more of that energy, that masculine energy as far as expressing emotions. You might not be the first one to express things, but when you do express your emotions, it's coming from a place of true, genuine, and sincere. It's coming from a genuine and sincere place, and you mean every word of it. So we'll see. One more, please, with the King of Cups and the Lovers for Gemini's current energy situation. Okay, Eight of Wands. So, yeah, you could be in a relationship with this person, or they could just be on your mind. I don't know, but it does look like there is a connection here that is moving forward, that is progressing, or it's gaining momentum in some way. I want to see what the Lovers is about. Make sure that that is a relationship. It definitely feels like it is one that is moving along. Maybe even going fast, because the Eight of Wands usually represents speed, haste. Tell me about the Lovers, please, for except Gemini again. Cancer's current energy situation. Tell me one more. The Lovers. Or Cancer's current energy situation. 1, 2, 2 of Cups. Yep, definitely a relationship. And I do want to see what that King of Cups is getting, or representing here, because sometimes the King of Cups can hold back a little bit. He's not the first one to, like, the Queen of Cups will just like verbal vomit her feelings all over the place, but the King of Cups is a little bit more careful, cautious, centered. Not that, you know, the Queen of Cups is any less, you know, sincere or anything. It's just, it's also a very intuitive card, following intuition. Tell me about that King of Cups. Why is that here? What does it represent? What does that King of Cups represent for Cancer? 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Alright, so the feeling that I'm getting here, and that's why I wanted to pull on him, because I was kind of getting the way he's turned away from this, it was giving me like a little bit of offness to it. And I don't know if this is someone else, but I kind of think it's you, honestly. I feel like you're in a connection, and it's progressing, it's moving forward, it's like, or it's picking up speed or gaining momentum, however you want to put that. But with the Seven of Swords here, I think there's a little bit of deceptiveness with this on your end, only because if this relationship isn't with this person, you're in a relationship with someone else, you're thinking about this person, and they are on your mind, or they are still in your heart, and it's either like denying that to yourself or denying it to the person that you're with. I'm not saying you're cheating or you're being like dishonest, or like you're not. I mean, it could be, but I more so get this feeling of like you have these secret feelings. And it could not even be about this person in particular, because if you are in a relationship with this person, you could be having feelings for something, about something that you're not disclosing. Okay, so this is just like things underneath the surface, or things being held back. With that Seven of Swords, we're not being completely transparent. We're not telling the whole truth in some way. We may, like I said, it could even be self-deception. But it's like this relationship is moving forward, and maybe you're having second thoughts because your heart is kind of like, it's not like it's not in the relationship, but it's also being steered in another direction. So this could be that you have feelings for someone else still. It could be that you're having doubts about the relationship. Maybe it's moving so fast that you're starting to question if you know, if it's a good idea. Alright, so let's look. Challenge and obstacle between you and the person most on your mind. So we have the Queen of Cups. That is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer. Yeah, I'm picking up this energy of like, and I think it's on your end. I only say that because you had the King of Cups, right? And here we have a card for Cancer with the Chariot and the Queen of Cups. It's almost like getting pulled in two different directions. Tell me more with the Chariot and the Queen of Cups. Like you haven't completely moved on. And your heart is still elsewhere, or your feelings are still kind of swept up in something else. It doesn't even have to be in a person. Tell me more about the Chariot and the Queen of Cups for the biggest challenge or obstacle between Cancer and the person who's number 9. One more with the Chariot, the Queen of Cups, please. 1, 2, 3, 2 of Cups. Yeah, it feels like somebody is in a relationship, but their heart is, there's like a emotional tug of war. I don't know if this is like you two are in a relationship and your feelings are elsewhere on another person or another thing. Or if you're in a relationship separate from this person and your feelings, you keep coming back to them. Your thoughts keep taking you back to this person. So I don't know which that is. Again, I don't think it's cheating. I don't see cards for that yet. I think it's just like they haunt you or something haunts you. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Okay, the 8 of Wands just came out. I'm going to pull one more. That was weird how it came out. Yeah, it definitely feels like a tug of war here. And it doesn't even have to be you. Oh my god. King and Queen of Pentacles came out. So yeah, you're in a commitment. They could be. But I'm drawing on you just because that you had the King again. Right, so I'm putting this on you. If it's not you, put it on them. Or wherever it belongs, because again, general reading. But there is somebody who is in a commitment that it is progressing, moving on as a very quick, steady, or and the Chariot just feels like you're being pulled in a different direction. It's not aimless either. It's like, tell me about the Chariot. Clarify that Chariot for me, please. For the biggest challenge. Now, there could be distance. There could be an imbalance here because we have the Chariot, and that represents balance between masculine and feminine. And then we have the 2 of Cups, which can talk about the feelings aren't on the same plane, like on the same plane. The feelings aren't matching up between two individuals. Tell me about that Chariot. Why is that here? What does it represent? 1, 2, and 3. 4 of Wands. Yeah, just look at how the direction of the figures are going. She's going this way towards this, but the 8 of Wands is directing towards this, which is the same frequency that Lovers is on. So it really does feel like someone's caught between what's already happening and what was or what could be. or could have been. It feels like the connection that you're in is probably something very safe and solid, and it makes sense, and it's practical, and there is love already, clearly, but there's something else here that's pulling your energy away, and I think it's almost like you feel helpless to it because something about it feels like home. Okay. Again, there could be distance between, maybe even a great distance between you and this person. But, and again, if you're in a relationship with this person, it doesn't have to be someone else that your feelings are divided by. It could be something else entirely. It could be choosing between a relationship and work, choosing between a relationship and being single, I guess, single life. Alright, moving on. Let's look at their feelings, or no, how they see you. So they see you as the King of Cups, which you had here in your current energy. So they're picking up on something that you are energetically giving out. You might not be expressing anything to them, but they're still picking up on it, and they're seeing you as the King of Cups. So, again, someone very emotionally mature, knows what they want, knows what they desire. Tell me about that King of Cups. Again, well, not again, because I haven't said this yet. This is their perspective. It may or may not be the truth, but it is how they see you. Tell me about that King of Cups for how this person sees Cancer, please. Tell me about it. Okay. I see you very honest. Very clear, especially with how you communicate. Probably someone very trustworthy because the Ace of Swords is there. Maybe they have an insight, or they see you as having a great deal of insight. Let me see one more with the Ace of Swords and the King of Cups, please, for how this person sees Cancer. With that Ace of Swords, they could know something about you, like they could have found something out, or made a realization, come to a realization. Tell me one more with that Ace of Swords and the King of Cups, please. 1, 2, and 3. Queen of Swords. Okay, the King of Cups is capable of a great deal of love, a great deal of expression in love, romantic, sweet, kind, gentle. But with the Queen of Swords here, this is giving off this facade, or giving off this air or energy of someone that doesn't care. But I think they see right through that with the Ace of Swords showing up here. I think this person knows that you love them, or that you care for them, or that at least there are feelings involved, but that you give off this, like, uninterested, cold, calculating, aloof persona or personality. Or tell me about that Queen of Swords. Tell me about that Queen of Swords. It's like you're trying to hide in some fashion, or maybe they, let me see, okay, yeah. You're trying to overpower your own emotions towards them. Because it is the Queen of Swords, it could be because you're afraid, because the Queen of Swords is the one that's been hurt before. She's the widowed, she's the divorcee, she's experienced pain and heartbreak, so she's a little harder to approach. She's a little, she is a little bit colder, but it's because she wants to protect herself. With the Emperor there, it's like very masculine, assertive, dominant. But I do kind of feel like it's not really here, but I feel like they feel like it's a front. I do want to look at the Ace of Swords. They know that you're a loving, kind, sweet, very caring individual, and you're very capable of that, of showing it. But with the Queen of Swords, again, you're giving off this I don't care. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. I think that's why the Ace of Swords is here. It's like they know the truth. That underneath that cold, hard shell that you've put up is this very loving, nurturing individual. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. 1, 2, 3. Page of Cups, yeah. So they know. That's just confirming. They know that you're soft and squishy. And they may also know that if you're not in a relationship, they know that you care for them, or you have feelings for them. I think that's mutual, because if they didn't care for you, they wouldn't see past the Queen of Swords. She's not many people, because she does a very good job at seeming unapproachable, disinterested, very casual, and a little bit intimidating. Well, sometimes outright terrifying. Alright, let's look at how you see this person. Okay, so you see this person as the Ten of Swords. Explain that, because the Ten of Swords is painful end, betrayal. That's not going to work. Tell me, why is the Ten of Swords here for how Cancer? Okay. King of Cups. So you see each other the same, but for some reason you have this idea that it's over, or maybe it's impossible with this Ten of Swords. Maybe you feel like, okay, if you're not in a relationship with this person that's on your mind, maybe you know that if you went with your heart, or if you told them your feelings, it would end something, and it would end very badly. Tell me one more with that King of Cups and the Ten of Swords. King of Cups and the Ten of Swords, please, for how this person, or how Cancer sees this person. Or maybe you guys did have like a falling out or something. But if you're in the relationship, it could be, again, that what you're feeling on the inside, if you were honest with this person, even though they're very loving and kind, and like same thing, right? King of Cups, King of Cups. That it would break them, or that it would end things in a terrible way. Okay, tell me one more with the King of Cups and the Ten of Swords. That's why I kind of get this energy that you're not in a relationship with a person most on your mind, but I guess it could be. General reading. Tell me one more. Tell me one more with the King of Cups and Ten of Swords. 1. It's 2. 3. 8 of Cups. Yeah, you had to let this person go. Or, okay, this is how you see them, so maybe you see them as letting you go. Let's see what that Ten of Swords is about. Why is the Ten of Swords here? What does that represent for how Cancer sees this person? Why the Ten of Swords? 8 of Cups is like emotionally distancing, walking away. 7 of Swords. Okay, there could have been some deception. Again, it could be self-deception, like sabotaging something so that we avoid the painful end, or maybe even in avoiding a painful end, we allow it to break. I'm not really sure what's going on as far as, I don't know if you've cut ties with this person because having feelings for them would break the relationship you're in, or if you're in a relationship with them, there's some lies and deception on one or both, on one part or the other. This is the second time this has come out. You've got the Seven of Swords here for how you feel about them. Maybe you're lying to yourself about how you feel about this person, or you feel like they're lying about how they feel for you. But it's almost like you are detaching. It's very odd. Again, it's a general reading, so 10 of Swords, good grief. Okay, somebody walked away because there was no way to fix something, or there was lies, there was... This is all about endings and walking away. And 10 of Swords twice. The 7 of Swords, which can talk about secret thoughts, planning and plotting and strategy. It can talk about sabotage, or self-sabotage, self-deception. And then the 8 of Cups is emotionally walking away because something is missing, or you're no longer happy where you're at. This is how you view them now. So they could have done this to you and it broke your heart, or it like broke the relationship, or trust. This could be trust. It broke the trust. Or you're afraid to feel anything for this person because if you are in a relationship with someone else, it would break that relationship. And so you choose to emotionally walk away. One of those scenarios there. I almost want to clarify that King of Cups, but we have... Again, I'm trying to make these shorter. Moving on to how they feel about you. Judgment. That is Scorpio energy. Tell me more about Judgment for how this person feels about Cancer. Tell me about Judgment, please. Tell me about... Oh, no. It's 2. I don't like taking 2. Okay, they either feel heartbroken, disappointment, similar to the Ten of Swords, but the Ten of Swords is more about a painful ending. The 3 of Swords is what happens when we feel that. So pain, heartbreak, sadness, disappointment. The Ten of Swords is the actual ending. An ending in a very tragic, or I mean, sometimes they can even talk about betrayal, feeling backstabbed. So they either feel heartbroken about you, or they understand that you are heartbroken. They know they hurt you, if that's the case. Judgment could be wanting a second chance. Tell me more about that Three of Swords and Judgment, for how this person feels for Cancer. Tell me one more with the Three of Swords and Judgment, please. One. Okay. Three of Wands. This is the story that I'm getting. Keep in mind the other scenarios could represent others of you, but the main storyline I'm getting, I think you two had a relationship at one point. Or if it never evolved into a relationship, you still had strong feelings for one another. Something happened, and you are now in a relationship, a strong one at that, a solid one. Maybe even it's been a while, you've been in a long-term relationship. They're heartbroken. I think that they're heartbroken because you've moved on. You've made a choice, you've made a judgment call. I think they're hoping that you come back, but a strong part of them doesn't think you will. Tell me about Judgment. Clarify Judgment. Clarify Judgment. Why is that here? What does it represent? I want to clarify, because it could be second chance, reconciliation, or it could be just making a final judgment. Okay. Six of Swords. It's a final judgment to move on. They're heartbroken that you have moved on. They still harbor hope. It's almost like a lighthouse kind of thing that I'm getting from this. I think they would take you back if you did come back around, but they're not convinced that you will. And they're openly hurting with that thought. Tell me about that Three of Wands. What are they waiting for here? I think they hope that it's just temporary. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what that was. The Fool. And the Ace of Wands. Yeah, they want a new start. They want a new beginning. They're hoping you'll take a chance and come back around. But they also see you as you've already begun. You've already begun your new start with someone else. I think they've tried to move on and they can't quite. Give me a second. Oy. Okay. So. Ouch. Alright, let's start that. Oops, wrong one. Moving on to how you feel about them. For how you feel about them, we have the Seven of Swords again. Tell me more. Tell me more, please, about the Seven of Swords for how Cancer feels about this person. What's on their mind, please? Tell me more. It's almost like you had to bury something. But with that 7 again, there could have been lies, cheating, deception, trust issues. Okay. Ooh. They very potentially, with these 2 cards together, they could have cheated on you. It could be that you guys had an affair or a fling and you were in a third-party situation. Whether you were in a relationship or with this other person and it happened, or they put this person over here, put you in a third-party situation. But the way I'm seeing this right now is like, I can't trust them. Now it could be with that one scenario that I said, you don't want to go back, you don't want to allow those feelings to develop, or you don't want to linger too long, even though you're kind of being pulled to think about or to feel about this person for whatever reason. You don't want to open that door because it would potentially, it could put you in a third-party situation. Because I do feel like you had very strong feelings for one another at one point. I don't think this is the person you're in a relationship with, honestly. The main story I'm getting here, some of you could be in a relationship with someone that you no longer trust. That's fine. But that's not what was here or here. Well, technically, mainly there. You're in a relationship right now. For the Cancer I'm reading for. Tell me one more. 3 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. 3 of Cups, 7 of Swords. It could be the other way around. You could have put this person in a third-party situation. Tell me about that 3 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. Could even be, if that's the case, they could be heartbroken about that, and they... Well, I don't see anger, so I can't say that. Never mind. 1. Okay. 2. And 3. Let's see what popped out here. 8 of Pentacles. And 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Swords and the 8 and the 7 of Pentacles. Regardless of what's going on here, the 7 of Swords definitely talks, like, with these 2 cards and the fact that this has come out several times, there's trust issues here, but you also, it's like you feel cheated out of your time and your investment. Maybe you had a long-term commitment with this person and they squandered all of it. And when you think about how you feel about this person, it's like I put so much, or we put so much effort into building something, and it was squandered. Tell me about that 7 of Swords. Tell me about that 7 of Swords. It's like you really had to separate yourself from an idea of this person, or separate your what you know versus what you feel, because they don't align. What you feel for this person doesn't align with what you know about this person, if that makes sense. No, that's way too many. Tell me about that 7 of Swords. Why is it here? What does it represent? How you feel. And again, for those of you that are in a commitment, again, if you've never been in a relationship with this person, you don't want to open that door, because you've already put a lot of, you vested time, energy, possibly even monetary, like material things into the relationship that you're in now. And you don't want to sacrifice that. You don't want to sabotage that. Tell me about that 7. 1. I think I already did this. 2. Oh. And 3. Oops. Well, we did have the Devil, but that's not the card. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, you poured into something here. It just feels like you watered a dead plant. You didn't know that's what you were doing at the time. Because the main story here is that, yeah, there was something shady going on. 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. 1. 2. And 3. 5 of Swords just came out. So yeah, there was and third party situation. I mean, it didn't have to be cheating. It could have been like family got involved and there was a lot of drama, a lot of arguments. Maybe they wanted to keep the relationship secret, under wraps, and yeah, look at that, now the moon's coming out. So there was some weird it was either outright lies and deception, or it was things that were hidden that undermined the stability of the connection or the potential of a connection. Somebody undermined their own validity in a relationship, like they made themselves untrustworthy in some way. Okay. Like you feel towards this person, you feel like you were cheated, you were manipulated, you were led astray. Alright, their next action to you is the Ace of Swords. It does look like an action, but let me clarify. Sometimes this can be inaction, can be the action, but Ace of Swords can be like expressing a truth, coming clean. Tell me about that Ace of Swords for this person's next action towards Cancer. Tell me about that Ace of Swords, please. And look, I just noticed this. I haven't used this deck in a really long time. For some reason I felt drawn to use it. At the end of that pointy part of the sword, there's a crab. And the crab represents Cancer. It could even be an accusation, but let's see. Tell me about it. Tell me about that Ace of Swords for this person's next action, please. 1, 2, and 3. Strength. It's Leo energy. I've been forgetting to say the signs. 1 more. 1 more, please, with the Strength and the Ace of Swords. It's like they're gonna have the courage, maybe, to say something. Lovers. It feels like they're going to step out of the comfort zone, or they're going to brave the waters here. Or maybe confront you with a truth, and it's about the Lovers. That's Gemini energy. So it could represent giving you a choice or an ultimatum or a truth that leads you to making a decision. Or just basically expressing the fact that they want a relationship with you, or maybe they're going to be honest about something to do with a relationship. Tell me, what is that truth with the Ace of Swords? What is the Ace of Swords as far as the action? What is that Ace of Swords regarding the action here? What does that represent as their action, please? 1. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, they're going to offer. They're going to offer an. They're going to speak up and give you an offer. Could be a proposal. It doesn't look like an apology. Maybe an explanation, but with it comes an offer. does look like it will be genuine. But I feel like with the strength, they're having to overcome some fears. Find the courage. Tell me about the Lovers. Why is the Lovers here? I feel like they're gonna maybe literally ask your hand in marriage. Like, it could be that. But no, I almost got the Ace of Swords again. Tell you the truth. Tell me about that. The Lovers, please. 1. No. 2. It's too many. But we have the 2 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, 2, and 3. 8 of Cups, yeah. They're expressing their sincerest. Could be platitudes. I don't know if you'll take it seriously. We'll see. We've got the Wheel of Fortune there. They're going to speak up. They are going to communicate with that Ace of Swords. Like I said, it could be an explanation, but with it comes an offer. I don't know what that offer is specifically, other than maybe, like, literally, I want something real with you. I want a relationship with you. I want to marry you. However that comes across. I don't know if you'll. That 7 of Swords, the trust has been, especially like 10 Swords, 7 of Swords. Alright, tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. For how will Cancer react? What will your reaction be to their action? How will you receive it? Okay, 4 of Cups just came out. Yeah, I'm almost getting this too late kind of thing. But the 4 of Cups... 4 of Cups is like getting an offer and not really taking it seriously, not really being interested. It can talk about a missed opportunity. Like, that's why I'm getting the time too, with especially the Wheel of Fortune. Like, you missed your opportunity. Tell me about the 4 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about that. For their reaction, Cancer's reaction to this, how they'll receive it. Tell me one more. 4 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, please. 1. 2. And 3. Queen of Wands. Yeah, it's like if this was a game of musical chairs, they came late to the game and there's no chairs left. There's no second chances left, is the way I'm taking this. Tell me about that Wheel of Fortune. Like, I'm all out of second chances. I'm not really interested in what you're offering me or what you have to say. That doesn't disregard the fact that you're thinking about them. They're on your mind, or maybe it's just it doesn't have to be like you're fighting yourself to be with this person versus this person. If that's the case, like you're in a relationship, it could just be like you're still healing from the wound of that. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Why is that here? What does it represent? Okay. Ace of Wands. Huh. Okay, and Queen of Wands. There's with the 4 of Cups, that is doubt. We do have the Ace of Wands here. 10 of Pentacles. I don't know. Some of you could accept this offer, but you are doubtful at first. Others of you, it's like things were already in motion, especially if you already are in a relationship. I think for those of you that are in a relationship, I think you're going to stick with that, because what you want is stability, long-term value, something solid, real. You want a marriage of safe, where you feel safe, secure. But I mean, it's, for others of you, you could see this as a chance for a new beginning with this person. I guess we'll look at the outcome. It's going to play out differently for everyone. Some of you are going to say, hell no, and then others of you are going to be like, well, for those of you, I think not in a relationship, but that looks like very strong, like you're already there. But if you're in a relationship with this person, you could decide, okay, well, let's try it again. If you're not, I think it's a 50-50. Alright, but regardless of any of those, you do have a lot of doubt. And probably rightfully so, if the trust was broken. Alright, tell me about the probable outcome. Probable, not definitive, because tarot cannot dictate free will. Free will of this person, your free will. Tell me about the Empress. That's Taurus, Libra. For the probable outcome between Cancer and the person most on their mind at this time, please. Tell me about the probable outcome here. Alright, 3 shuffles. Okay, that's a weird one. Don't really know which one to take. This is the one that flipped upright, but I think this one actually did first and they flipped each other. So, Magician, again Gemini, that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Tell me one more. Probable outcome. One, 2, 3. 3 of Pentacles. Okay. And how many times this week, or these last several readings, at least 2 or 3 out of the, I think 6 that I've done, have done a complete 180 from where I thought it would go. At absolute lowest, I think this is a good friendship, but this does look like there's a potential for strong relationship here, especially with an apology and real work being done, real proof of work especially. Tell me about that Empress. This can talk about, you know, a marriage, a wife. Tell me about that Empress, please. Clarify the Empress. Yeah, you're going to have a choice. I think this is you standing at a crossroads, surrounding a choice about the foundation of something. Whether to take that foundation further or to leave it where it is. Where it is would be a friendship. I do think this is an apology, but when I saw the Magician with it, it almost felt like emotional manipulation, like maybe you'll feel like they're trying to emotionally manipulate you. But you're in the position of power here with the Empress. This is like, this comes down to you and the Empress. She's only going to accept what she feels she deserves. So it all depends on what you feel like you deserve. If you trust this person or you feel like giving them another chance, I know this is not like a solid yes or no, but in the end it does come down to choice. Like, can you forgive this person? Can you let go of whatever this is that caused the Ten of Swords and led you to feel that they were not trustworthy, or maybe you didn't trust them or trust yourself with them? I mean, you could go either way with the Two of Wands. But regardless, you're going to come out on top. You're going to come out in a strong position. You're going to come out better for it. Meaning you're not going to lose anything either way. Whatever decision you make. Because the Empress, if you said yes to this person, the Empress is going to, as soon as she feels like someone is playing her, she's going to drop out. But if you said no, obviously you'll still be in a position of power. You'll have lost nothing, and you will have retained your sense of confidence and self-worth. So it really depends on your choice, but it also depends on how this person behaves if you say yes. I hope that makes sense. You've grown a lot, clearly with the Empress showing up here, to make the right call. So there's no danger here if you say yes, then they'll have to prove their worth, that they earned that second chance or that chance. Tell me about the overall long-term real-world potential of this between Cancer and the person most on their mind. There is potential, but aces are only potential. They don't go anywhere if you don't nurture them. So there's definitely potential, but let's see where that goes. Tell me about that Ace of Pentacles for the long-term real-world overall potential. Alright. Don't stop trying to give me like 70 cards. Being that there's 72. 1, 2. One fell on the floor. Where'd you go? Knight of Pentacles. Slow, steady progress. Or as long as we take it slow. Tell me one more. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Tell me one more with the Knight and the Ace of Pentacles. And it also feels like as long as someone upholds their promise. Tell me one more with that Knight of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles for the long-term real-world potential of this between Cancer. Alright, 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. 3 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups. I don't know. Maybe you guys would be better served as friends or co-workers if you work together. This isn't bad, okay? This is real, this is tangible, it's progress, but it's slow. And being that it goes from the Ace to the 3 with the 5 of Cups, it's like you lost something in whatever happened. Maybe you lost respect for this person, or you lost your feelings a little bit, or a lot. And you grieve whatever was lost. And that becomes the main focus. It's not on what we could build or what we could have, but what was lost. What was squandered to begin with. But it's like something that can't grow back. It can get to a certain point. So it's almost like you guys could work well together. You could work as a team. But anything more than that, I think you would have to, like, be able to let that go. Anything else And this is all pentacles, by the way, except for the cups, but the cups is about feeling the loss, grieving the past. Oh, it tried to come out. The Hierophant. It is a long-term relationship, or it could be. It could even talk about marriage. But there's something restrictive about it, I feel. It's like the love dried up. You lost your feelings. You lost your romantic feelings anyway. Okay. High Priestess. Go away. Oh, the Devil. Yeah. Yeah, this is like harboring things and it eventually turning toxic. I think this Five of Cups would turn toxic after a while, and maybe resentment would grow. So I think you guys would work better as either team members, like members of a team, co-workers, what have you. Maybe even if you have children together, maybe co-parenting, that would work out fine. Or just friends, good, like, you know, hi, how are you? Doing great. How, you know, how's your day? But there is something toxic or karmic triggering wound type energy. Whatever happened between the two of you. And that's after many pulls. So I don't think that would come to the surface right away. Immediately. I think it would be like, it would take time. But in the meantime, you'd be feeling this. So I'm not certain. But it all comes down to you and what you can either settle for, or what you find to be of value, what you find to be worthy of your time. Because the Empress is the ultimate. She's all the queens combined. She knows her worth. She's very abundant. She's very fertile. Like, she can run a house, a business, and, you know, thrive in doing all of that. So she's not going to waste her time on people that would waste hers. So anyway, Cancer, that is your reading. Let me know in the comments if it resonated. I am super proud of myself that I actually got through this without going through that twice beeper timer thing. So like I said, let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe as you see fit, and I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Talk to you. Have a good weekend, and talk to you soon.